Good morning, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kayla, aka The Girl Who Knots, and welcome to another little crochet vlog. Side note that no one asked for, I used a new exfoliator for like the last month and a half-ish, and it has broken me out so bad to the point that I like ended up having these like a bunch of red dots, like lumps on my nose. So I tried to put makeup on it, but it wouldn't stay on it. So then I ended up just getting a freckle pen and drawing little freckles on it and hoping that that disguises it enough. I'm not going anywhere today, all right? So it's just you that is seeing me. Just the internet. What's the worst that could happen? That aside, we are starting today's video off with a custom order that, my goodness, this person has been so patient with me because they actually talked to me about this order before I had OzCon, before I had Gamma, and they have very patiently been waiting for me to make their order. I did tell them that I did have the 2 conventions coming up, so it would be August to September that I could make it, and they were totally fine with it, so it's all good. But these custom orders are very unique. I will include photos of the drawings of things that they wanted and the reference photos, but essentially they wanted an octopus that had one embroidered face on one side and then one on the other with a button for a nose. Apparently it's an inside joke. I obviously don't get it, but I will make whatever it is, even if I don't understand it. And then the other one is just a bunny. However, they wanted a loaf cat. So essentially their sister bought a loaf cat off me, which I made 6 months ago, maybe longer. They wanted the same style as the loaf cat, but they wanted a rabbit. At first, I was just going to get a very simple rabbit pattern and then make it the same. However, they are wanting this rabbit to be pretty big, and so I've ultimately come up with the idea to make the same body as a loaf cat, but I am going to freehand the ears and freehand a tail to get it a little bit more rabbit-esque. They are happy with that idea. It's also going to be a black and white bunny. They did send me a reference photo for it, but I did end up actually getting started yesterday, and I did get the octopus pretty much all done. So sizing wise, they wanted something, I don't know how to explain this, but I have my normal chenille loaf cat that I make, and then I made like a jumbo blanket version that was also modded to add extra rounds and increases into it, and they wanted somewhere in the middle. So this guy is made in blanket yarn, and I've embroidered one of the little cranky faces, I guess, and then the other side has another cranky face, but it has this thing. I can never remember in like animes, I feel like they're popular, if it means like pain or if it's like I don't know what to call that, like, yeah, that thing. It's got that thing. It was very difficult to get the black strands to stand out on such thick plush. This is Motivera yarn, I believe, so it's even thicker than like the Nat blanket, but she is very, very happy with it. All I need to do is, for this side, get a little button so that I can sew it on for it to have a nose. That is tomorrow's plan. Oh, it is also Thursday today. It is like maybe 11 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, got this done last night. Tomorrow I'm going to go to probably maybe Spotlight, I'm not sure, to go get a button for the nose so that I can finish this tomorrow. And then I did also half start the rabbit, but yeah, I'm gonna work on that probably tomorrow as well, because today is a little bit of a me day. I didn't take a day off work probably for like 6 or 7 weeks whilst getting ready for OzCon and getting ready for Gamma. I was crocheting or filming or editing or doing whatever else was. grade English during that time. So my parents actually shouted me like a spa day. So that is what I'm doing today. Yes, I am still filming. It's easiest to film when little man isn't here and he's at daycare today. So I thought we'd catch up while he's not here, destroying things in the background. That is my plan for the rest of the day. So I will probably see you guys tomorrow when I maybe go to Spotlight. I'm not sure. I do have a jumper that has a hole in it now that I literally wore once. It is a knit jumper. I will go get it and I will show you. I need to figure out how to fix it. And I don't know if I have any yarn to fix it. Let me go get it and I will show you. And then by the time you guys see this, I will have maybe fixed it, maybe made it worse. This is the jumper in question. I love this jumper. I literally was so excited to get it. It's so flowy, so cute, very nice knit jumper. However, I think it's my ring. I got this ring and I think it's the way that they put the stones in it, but it has like little, I don't think you're gonna see it, but it has little like metal bits, and those little metal spikes have been getting caught on everything. I did email them to sort of tell them that, and they just said, oh, we've never had that problem before, but it should go away with wear. So I don't know if that's why I ended up getting the hole, because it got caught, or if it was just not made very well. I'm not sure, but this is the hole. Hello. It's in sort of like the shoulder part of it. I literally wore it for 3 or 4 hours, and then my partner pointed it out while we were at lunch. The only reason I think I may be able to fix it is because if you can tell, there's like this hemming, but it's like, I don't know how to explain this. This hemming is on the outside, like it's made to look like that. And then this hemming is on the inside. So all the fixing you do will be on the inside of the jumper and no one will see it. So I think I can get away with it. My original idea was to take this jumper to Spotlight so that I could try to color match a yarn to it. But if you can't see it, I'm the only one who's gonna see it. Like, I do have a few brown yarns. They just end up warmer toned than this one, but I think I could get away with it. And then, because it's also on the inside, as long as I just go along, like it is this wide, as long as I go along and make sure they line up, maybe I could just whip stitch it. Or my knitting, if I have any knitting viewers, are probably screaming at me right now, and you know what? You are totally justified. But I need to fix this, and I don't really want to pay to get it fixed, just because I do think it's probably gonna happen again, if I'm honest. If I go to Spotlight, I will be getting yarn for this and a button for the octopus's nose. Otherwise, I will probably just go to a dollar store and find a black button nose. That is all going to be tomorrow. But for now, I am going to chill out and veg and play my new favorite game, which is Expedition 33, Claire Obscure. Is it obscure? I feel like I keep reading it as obscure, but maybe it's not. Either way, it's a really fun game and I've been playing it the last few days. So I'm going to have a relaxing day and I will see you in the morning for actual crochet things. We have a safety order, and this safety order comes with a little bit of a custom safety eye set. Jenny reached out to me and she wanted a custom pair of safety eyes painted for a seal that she was making. The type of seal that she is making, I'm going to butcher the name of, but is a Baikal seal. I'll try and insert a photo, but their eyes are like really big black eyes. So we went a little bit back and forth about how we would make the black color stand apart from the pupil. That was like my main concern, but I think we got there. So on top of the custom order, she also bought some of my regular safety eyes. So this bottom pair is the custom pair that I made. They obviously don't really have a name, but I don't know, they're sort of giving onyx feelings. I don't know if this would be a color that I should add to my regular safety eyes. I don't know. I was just always nervous with black that you wouldn't really be able to see it, but I did add a little bit of glitter, sort of shimmer to it so that it would stand out more, and I really like how they came out. These are all 30mm by the way, and she also got a pair of Candy Crush. And then we have a pair of Dagger, a pair of Orchid, and a pair of Cider. We have stickers, of course, and a little thank you card, and everything else is all ready to go. I just need to pack it up and send it, which I will do first thing this morning. Another thing on the agenda while I go and get that delivered is to find a little black button nose for this guy. I do think I talked about possibly going to Spotlight a couple of days ago. It is now Saturday, but I didn't do that. So there are plenty of hot dollars and things like that at Westfield, so I'm going to see if I can find a black button. I'm a little nervous because I'm not going to bring this guy with me, but I'm hoping I pick a good size of button out for him. We will see what they have. I'm going to go send that off, find a button, go have some lunch, and we will see how we go. Good morning and happy Monday. I didn't end up pretty well crocheting at all or filmed anything over the weekend. I thought it was best that I took a little break. We are back, and I actually ended up finishing that custom order. We of course have the little octo, but I did end up getting a little button to finish his little nose. How cute is he? I've had him like sitting up on my desk, and he's been crankily watching me whilst I've been gaming and hanging out over the weekend. So he is all finished and they are so happy with him. And then this morning I finished the rabbit order. As I said, they wanted the loaf cat but with bunny features, so I made the loaf cat body as usual, and then I ended up free-handing some ears, stitched on a little nose, and then just free-handed a little bobble as a tail. And yeah, he came out pretty cute, I think. They are also very happy with him, so that makes me happy. And they're just two guys hanging out, so super excited to get these ones posted off and to their new homes. I will be doing that first thing tomorrow morning, so I can set them aside for now and get them all packed away. For the rest of the day and probably for the rest of the week, I'm going to work on my safety eye restock. I was meant to restock last week or the week before, but I pushed it back because of Gamma and I just had too much going on. But I really want to get it all sorted, and I'm hoping that I can restock it this Friday. So these are the colors that I have restocked so far, because I think I talked about it in a different vlog, but I have walnut / autumn that are so similar that I don't really know. Still don't know what I'm doing with them. I restocked some midnight eyes. We have my garnet eyes. And then of course we have light fury, and we have, I can't grab it, night fury. I do still have quite a few different colors that I want to do. I need to restock about 3 colors, and then I have 2 new colors I definitely want to do. I'm also thinking of adding a 3rd new color maybe. Don't 100% know yet, but I know I want to restock orchid and hibiscus at the very least today. I would show you them, but they're over there. It is my light pink and my purple color. If I can get both hibiscus and orchid restocked today, I will be stoked. That is what I'm wanting to focus on for the rest of the week. So I will probably check in with you guys when I've either got those done or more done. I don't know. We will see what happens. Good morning and happy Thursday. I think it's been a few days since I last filmed, but it is safety eye release / restock day. And this is all the safety eyes that we have that I mostly restocked. I don't think there's much in here that wasn't part of the restock, but most interestingly of all, because if you've been here a little bit, you know, like my regular safety eyes that I have, I did want to show you the 3 new colors that I added. Firstly, we have this little tri-color, which is called Sunset. It is this really pretty yellow to orange to red color. These ones are also only available in 30mm eyes, because if I was trying to do this pattern on 25mm eyes, it would be quite a struggle. So I only did 30mm. Next is the color Hypno, which is a pink to blue to purple color. And last but not least is this duo of pink and green, which is called Candy Floss. I was almost gonna say Candy Crush, but that's a different color. I feel like I should have called it Watermelon. I don't know why I thought of Candy Floss first, but it's Candy Floss. So we have those as well. Those are the 3 new colors, and then I also obviously have all of this restock. Yesterday I pretty well just worked on that, and then also just updating my shop to have all of the new inventory, the new listings, all of that good stuff, so that pretty well everything should be fine for this afternoon at 5:30 when it goes live. That's pretty much all I was doing over the last couple of days since I saw you guys, was literally just painting eyes, so it wasn't that thrilling, if I'm honest. As I said, those will be dropping tonight, but for the rest of the day, or for most of the day, I am getting 2 more tattoos. Hence why I'm in a short sleeve shirt when it is pretty cold, but I will be getting 2 on my arms. So I am super excited about that. That is at 11 and it is currently like 9:30. So I need to quickly go get a little sweet treat on the way in there, and it's only gonna take about 3 hours-ish to get them done. So then I will come back here and I think I'll just be, you know, making sure that the website is all good to go for 5:30. And then I think I'm just editing, because it's Thursday. That's usually the day I upload on, but I have just not had time this week. It has been a bit wild, so I will probably just work on editing. And then tomorrow I need to get things ready for the market on Saturday, which is its own video that will probably be out after this. The week after? Maybe. We'll see. I'm really, really excited for that, but for now, I'm going to do last minute prep and then go get a couple of tattoos. We have a huge safety eye order to go through, and this one comes from Elizabeth. Elizabeth got 2 pairs of cider in 30mm and in 25mm eyes. They got 1 pair of 30mm eyes in Light Fury and a 25mm pair also. All in 30mm size, we have a pair of Dagger, a pair of Candy Crush, and 2 pairs of Orchid. Again, in 30mm eyes, we have 2 pairs of Sunset, 1 of Hypno, and 1 in Hibiscus. And last but not least, in Night Fury eyes, we have 1 30mm and 2 25mm, and then a pair of 20mm potions. An absolutely massive order. I believe it's 18 eyes total, so thank you so much, Elizabeth, for your order. I cannot wait to see what you have planned with all of these eyes. I am now going to pack them all safely together and send them on their way first thing this morning. We are going to ignore the fact that I am kneeling down at the moment. We are about to have a house inspection, so I don't want to move things around because it's all looking nice and tidy, but we have a safety eye order that I wanted to show you. This order comes from Janelle, and Janelle grabbed 2 pairs of Night Fury in 25mm. And then Girly Pop went wild and actually sold me out of Light Fury 25mm eyes because they grabbed 4 pairs in total. Thank you so much, Janelle, for your order. I'm so excited to see, I'm guessing, Light Furies and Night Furies that you are making with them, but anything that you want to make with blue or green eyes, really. I don't even know if it was in this vlog or if it was in a different vlog, but I said that I was going and getting tattoos and then I never showed you the result because I had second skin on, so it looked wrinkly and very ink filled and you couldn't really see it, but I wanted to show you because it has been a few days. This is my first little guy, and if you don't recognize what he is actually like probably 90% my logo ghost with the little beanie. I didn't want to do the orange for the beanie because all of my tattoos are kind of grayscale, so I kept it plain, but how cute is he? And I got the artist to do her style of like flowiness on the bottom of the ghost. My other tattoo, I will literally give you 25 points if you recognize what this is from. It is a video game. That's your hint. But it is this little guy. How sick is he? I love the little red on his little foot, which is in the video game, but it's the first time I've added color to any of my tattoos, and I always said if it was to be any color, it would be red because I feel like the black and white just makes it stand out so much more. I love them so much and they mean a lot to me. So thank you to Lishy at Lishy Tattoo here in Canberra for doing them. She's the sweetest and the most talented. I'm obsessed with them and I can't wait to get some more. But for the rest of the day, little man's at daycare because of the inspection. So I kind of need to do like YouTube things. I need to send these eyes off. And then I think because I'm now out of Light Fury and 25mm eyes, I think I will paint some today. I'm trying to keep most of my eyes in stock at the moment, so maybe I'll do that, but I guess we will have to wait and see. I would really love to crochet. I haven't crocheted for like 2.5, it's got to be getting close to 3 weeks now because my hand got so swollen. I think that push between OzCon and Gamma really did it in for me because it wasn't swelling at that time, but I think having a couple days break, it just inflamed so badly. So I think it just kind of took a minute to kick in. I've just been trying to rest it a lot. So I'm hoping I can get back into it really soon. I have applied for some testicles, so we will see, but it is starting to get better for sure. So maybe painting eyes is the safer idea. Good morning. This vlog is going to be over like a span of 2 weeks at this point because I don't remember the last time I spoke to you, so I'm sorry if it's a little all over the shot, but we have a safety eye order that I wanted to pack with you guys. This order comes from Dee, and Dee grabbed a pair of 30mm Night Fury, 25mm Orchid, and 25mm Dagger. I'm going to pack these guys up and send them on their way to Dee. Thank you, Dee, for ordering eyes, and then I will come back, and I have actually been crocheting a little bit, so I will show you what I've been working on. Firstly, before I show you what I've been crocheting, I want to show you the shirt I'm wearing. Totally random, but I actually designed this shirt and it's the first like shirt I've ever designed ever, but also the first artwork I've ever put on it, anything. So the front is my little ghost with his little crochet hook, of course. And then the back is my ghosty again, but he is surrounded by monsteras and sunflowers. And it says Knots Club on it. And I don't know, I just think it's so cute. I've been wanting to get personalized businessy shirts for the longest time, but I didn't want it to be so obviously the girl who nuts, you know what I mean? I still wanted them to be shirts that I would be happy to wear just out and about everyday life, and I don't feel like I'm shoving my business in everyone's face. So I designed these. I really also wanted a shirt that I could wear to markets because I honestly hate trying to decide what I'm wearing to a market. So I thought if I had something with like my little logo and everything on it, would be really cute. I don't know, I did think a little bit of selling these as shirts on my website, but I don't know. I don't know what the interest would be in it. They also are pretty pricey, mainly because they are printed here in Australia. They are printed by a company in Queensland, and they are also 100% cotton, and it also costs a little bit extra to print on both the front and the back. So if I were to sell them, they would probably be around the $55–$60 Australian mark. So I don't know. Let me know if anyone's interested in it, and maybe I will look into it a bit more. But yeah, I love it. It's so, so soft. I have a black one as well that I will probably wear to my next market. And I also got the same for my partner, so we can be matchy-matchy. Now that we've got my shirt out of the way, I wanted to talk about some crochet I have been doing. I recently, very recently, hit 5,000 followers over on Instagram. Thank you guys. And I really wanted to create a free pattern for you guys to celebrate. So I designed this little puppy. I kind of thought about what I really wanted to make as a free pattern because, I don't know, I did want to make a frog, but then I was like, how many different frogs can we have in the world? And I thought that I always see a lot of different cat patterns, which I love. I love my Loaf Kitties more than anything, but I just never really see little, small, quick dog patterns very often. And I thought, why not try and design one for my free pattern? So I went ahead and made this little puppy. He has a little tail on the back, and he has these two little cute floppy ears. I went ahead and made him in 3 different colors. He is completely no-sew. He takes 20 minutes to make, maybe less if you are quicker than me, which you probably are. And I just love him so much. I'm so excited to take him to my next market and see how he goes. At the moment, I only have him as a paid pattern over on Etsy and on my website, just so that I could get it out there. And then I will probably, by the time this video comes out, have him up on my Instagram as a pinned post. So if you want to make your own cute little puppy, then please head over there and check it out. I am so excited to see other people's little puppies. A huge, huge, huge shout out and massive thank you to Sammy, aka Crochet by Sammy, for testing this little guy for me. I knew that I didn't want to do a full-on testicle for these guys, and Sammy had commented on my little story about these guys, and I knew she had a market coming up, so I was like, hey, if you have the time and you want to test him for me, please do. And she did. She tested it within like a couple of hours. So I am very, very grateful for her. As I said, I will have this guy pinned over on my Instagram profile, so I will leave the link in the description if you guys are interested in making your own little puppy. The next thing we have to go through is all of the yarn I have accumulated over the last couple of weeks. Honestly, I forgot that I haven't shown you some of this yarn before, but I am actually going to be doing a video where I get a bunch of small Australian businesses' yarns and testing them all in one video. So I have been buying little bits and pieces from different businesses so I can try them out. The first yarn that I grabbed is by Crochetbydyll, and it is Buttercloud yarn, I believe. Yes. Buttercloud chenille yarn. I grabbed 2 of this green and I grabbed 2 in blue. The next brand of yarn I got is Unreal Chenille by Source of Fibre. I have a little bit of history with this yarn. I did buy it maybe about a year ago, and I did not enjoy it. I thought it was very thick and it was very rough, and it sort of felt like you were crocheting with a towel. It had no give whatsoever, and I personally just didn't enjoy working with it, so I ended up selling it off to a friend. However, when I did mention the idea of this video, I did have people reach out and say that they have improved this yarn and to give it another go. So I said, all right, you're twisting my arm, I'll buy more yarn again. And I did, and honestly, even just from feeling it, it is so much better than the yarn that I previously bought. It is so soft and it is just, it feels a million times better, honestly. So I'm so excited to work with it. I got 2 in this yellow and then I got 1 of this brown color. Last but not least, I got some yarn from Yarn Over, Yarn Under that I keep calling Yarn Under, Yarn Over. I grabbed a skein of their blanket chunky yarn to try out. I got green because I just thought frogs were the easiest thing for me to test it on. And then I grabbed 2 of this gray color. I grabbed 2 in brown and I grabbed 1 in this really pretty baby pink color. That is all the yarn that I got for that video. I will also be including Zaddy Crafts, Patty and Bengo's Place, and Scarly, I believe, are the other 3 yarn brands that I will be trying in that video. I already have plans of what I'm making to test the yarn. So if that video interests you, please don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss it coming out. It will be out in the next coming weeks. I'm so excited to try out those new yarns, and who knows, I might find some new favorites. Believe it or not, we do still have some more yarn to talk about, and that is all in this bag. I recently got a message about some new yarn over at Spotlight and I thought, I need to try that out. That sounded so Australian. What was that? Oh, I need to try that out. I placed a cheeky click and collect order so I didn't miss out on anything, and let me show you what I ended up getting. The new yarn in question is by Lions brand and it is their blanket yarn. I have never heard of this yarn before until people messaged me about it. This is what it looks like. I thought it was pretty thin for a blanket yarn, but then I did compare it to Whimsical because someone messaged me and said that they were a similar thickness. And when I saw it in store, I was like, there's no way it is the same thickness. And it's not, to be fair. It is a bit thinner, quite a bit thinner. Hold on, let me show you. These are the 2 side by side. The blue is Banat Whimsical-ish or just normal Banat blanket, I'm not sure, but it is a bit thinner. I'm very interested to see how big things will work up in this yarn because I don't know, it's pretty thin for blanket yarn unless I am on a different planet today, but I feel like it's pretty thin. These guys come in balls of 300 grams and they are 204 meters, aka 223 yards if that's what you measure in. It suggests a size 8mm crochet hook. That's not happening. I would honestly be surprised if I use a 6 for it compared to a 5.5. I don't know. I'll have to play around and see. These guys were originally 20 Australian dollars, but they were on sale for either 13 or $14 Australian on their website, on Spotlight's website. So that's how much I got them for. We have this color, which is, I believe, something to do with strawberries. Nope, it's called bubblegum. I ended up getting 2 skeins of this color. We have 1 in this color, which is Dream House. I was very on the fence about this color. It is called Snapping Turtle, but I don't know. I think I just love the greens through it. I'm not too hype about this like super bright, like burnt orange color, but I don't know, I thought it would be really cool for Anger the octopus. No, not Anger, Drift the octopus. It'd be cool for any octopus really, but I don't know, I thought it would work very well for any sea life that you may want to make. I got 1 in this color, which is Grape Soda. I just think the purples are so pretty and the yellow. Love this color. I got 1 in the color Frizzle, which love that name. The only thing with this color is that it has a really weird meeting point between, it seems, the blue and the orange, where I'm not really a fan of this little muddy color that's going on here. It happens every single time the blue and the orange meet. It's not my favorite, but I love all of the other rainbow colors, and you can't really get rainbow blanket chenille yarn very often here in Australia, so I took it while I could. And I'm just gonna hope it works up all right. The next color we have is the color Macarons, which is this super pretty pastel rainbow. Love this. It kind of has the same thing actually. Between some of the colors, it just goes like a little bit muddy. I don't know. I'm hoping it works up okay and you don't really notice it, but super, super love the other pastel colors. The last color I grabbed out of this collection, which I literally only didn't grab one color because it was honestly horrendous in my humble opinion. I will insert a photo of it, but I just saw it and I was like, there's just no idea what I would make with that colorway. So I grabbed the last color, which is Potion. I thought this would be really, really good for like spiders or snakes, especially coming into October, which is actually the 1st of October at the time of filming this, which happy Halloween month. And I thought it would be so, so perfect for those spooky colors. That is everything that I got out of the Lion Brand's blanket yarn. And then I also had my friend Abby talk to me about this yarn, and it looked so pretty when she sent me a photo of it. So I was like, all right, I'll give it a go. And that is, I believe it's Lion Brand's again. Yes, Lion Brand yarn in Feels Like Butter. Feels like butter. I got this in white and dusty blue. It is very thin yarn. It is probably the thinnest I have ever personally worked with. So I have no idea how I'm going to handle or tackle this, but I thought Wales was my safest bet. So that's what I plan on making with this. It is so soft, truly feels like butter. These guys, I believe, were $8.50 each. So yeah, just got the two of them. And last but not least, the Mill End Gods were a little nice to me that day. And I found this bag of light blue, am I okay? Light pink banana blanket yarn, which I'm super, super excited about. I don't think I really have any light pink blanket yarn, so super happy with that. I cannot wait to try and find a space for all of that yarn, especially the massive balls of Lion's Brand blanket yarn, because they aren't really gonna fit anywhere. But that's a later Kayla problem. With all of that yarn now out of the way, that is where I'm going to leave today's video. Thank you for joining me in yet another crochet vlog. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful day or night wherever you are in this big wide world, and I hope I get to see you in the next video. Bye!